gentlemen, boys and girls.
Are you ready?
Talking junk in the break room. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Talking Junk.
We are live!
In the break room.
Welcome to Talking Junk live in the break room. I'm sitting here today with my man Ice. What's going on, Ice?
Well, hey guys, welcome back to the break room.
And my man Tylen. What's going on, Tylen?
Hey, what's good, bro? How you doing?
You already know. We here in the break room. We ready to party.
Hey, you know
How's
I
everything? How was your weeks?
Man, it was all right. It was a little bit hectic at work in weird ways because despite the pandemic growing at my hospital it's not, but we still got work going on. And I'm also trying to, I don't know if I told you, get into PA school, so I'm trying to work with that shit as well. So it's fun times, as we all know. Fun times.
Fun times. Well, before we start, fellas, and we let everybody know what our topic is, once again, this week, our sponsor is Two Tip Miss Vodka. Go to twotipmissvodka.com, click on the foundation, learn all about the cause, and definitely go donate. We're going to drink like we always do in the break room. And tonight, Tylen, you inspired me a little bit, so we're going to make a Moscow Mule.
Hey, good. I'm glad. It's
All
a delicious drink. You got it icy. You got ice in a cold ass glass.
No ice, but everything is damn near to the point of frozen.
All right. That's a good place to start.
We're gonna pour the vodka first. Make sure we get that cap back on there because I don't want to.
Yo, excuse me for
waste it. And then usually, what do? You mix your ginger beer first, or you mix your lime juice?
I go ginger beer, and the lime juice is really kind of that's a choice of additional flavor. A straight Moscow Mule is just the vodka, super coldness, and a ginger beer really. The citrus is kind of just for an additional accent. When I did it at home, I actually used a hibiscus ginger beer. That was pretty good.
Hibiscus ginger beer. Okay, well, first we're gonna do it with the lime juice, and then what seems to be the trend with Two Tip Miss Vodka is making your own blend of drink. So we're gonna make white cranberry peach Moscow Mule.
Oh, there you go. That'll have a nice.
So right now, let's see how it is. Oh, you know what? I expected it to be horrible. It's actually not. It's pretty damn good.
I'd never recommend something that could be polarizing like that,
So, fellas, today, as you can see down below, our topic is the Legends fight about to happen on the 28th. Iron Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. Oh, excuse me, Roy Jones Jr. So, what do y'all think about this fight coming up, or do you want to wait for the opinions till the end?
Let's hype it up and then go to the opinions.
All right. Don't forget, leave your comments down below. We are live on YouTube and Facebook. It looks like we're having some kind of technical difficulties here with Instagram as always, but we are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. Hello, world. Welcome to the break. We're going to sit back, relax, and we're going to get into this. So first off, we'll start with their amateurs. Right? Because they both started in the 80s. Early.
Now, could I interject real quick?
Go
Could
ahead.
I ask y'all fellas, what do you know about them before like any and all stats? Like where do you know Tyson and Roy Jones?
Okay. Well, we were all pretty young in that era,
Yeah.
but towards the 2000s and everything, we knew who. I seen a lot of the early later fights of Tyson, like Holyfield, and I think it was
Yeah.
who was it, Antonio Tarver,
Okay.
fights like that. I've seen like older
Towards the
ones,
end
like
of his pinnacle.
yeah, towards the end of it. Jones, what up, Bama? Uh, Roy Jones initially, I might have seen a couple of his fights growing up, but I really know him from the video game.
Mm. Yeah. Yo, in Fight Night, I remember like I don't know who Roy Jones is, but he be fucking people up. I always go to Roy
Hard,
Jones.
and this man is in every weight class, so you could fuck up everybody in every weight
Yeah.
class. But we'll get there.
Transcendental.
I remember that.
We'll get there because their journey starts in the 80s. For Mike Tyson, he started in 85. And
See,
for
Yeah.
Roy
nothing wrong,
Jones,
and I'm not saying nothing bad about Roy's or whatever, but I just like honestly, like Mike Tyson was like the person that everybody used to talk about, even through my like training when I did boxing myself. Um, they always say, you want to be like, Mike and be able to take punches and go through some like rough trainings and shit like that. And I ain't never hear
Yeah.
nothing about no Roy until like being an older person, because I mean I'm talking about like from little kid to like I didn't really watch fights or nothing like that. I just wanted to box myself.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like I didn't really know about Roy. Like even still, like despite Fight Night, I didn't really know about Roy until recently, and it was just like Roy Jones. I
until
know Roy
recently,
Jones is one
wow.
of like,
So you
but
must you must have been
like,
amazed
let
when
me
you
let me clarify.
looked him up.
I knew that he was a great and one of the greatest, but I didn't know really anything about him. And then because he's fighting Tyson, I knew he hadn't done that. I was like, all right, let me look into who excuse me, Roy Jones really is. And bro, like even I was watching the press conference they did, like even like sees it as a bucket list to be able to fight Tyson, because Tyson has just every single aspect of fighting and is the god of fighting, but he is also someone that is not to be fucked with. Roy Jones would hit you with a 20 hit combo and fuck you up. And when they were both in their prime, they were absolute savage beasts, but at different levels. Tyson was a one hit knockout king. And then, like, even after that, like, when he got that punch, you were done. And Roy Jones, like, the way he would do it, it wouldn't be one hit, it would be a barrage of several hits with speed that you weren't expecting from angles that nobody was fucking with. So they didn't have a defense with it. And like I didn't realize that about Roy Jones, and that's why through the things that I've been looking through recently, I've seen some like actual career fighters, Michael Jai White, who has done a lot of training with champions around the world and like UFC fighters. He played Spawn originally. He's done some other stuff. He was one of the guys in the Dark Knight. One of the big guy who was like, "Who's this?" And then like he sends his goon over and he gets his eye stabbed with a pencil. That's Michael Jai White.
The name of the movie escapes me, but there is a movie where I believe he just came out of jail and he goes into a boarding house almost, and he like
Yes.
defends
Yes.
the
And he
neighborhood. I
fucks
can't
up
remember the name of it.
what's his name, right? Right in the
He fucks
beginning.
up a lot of fucking people.
Like I remember I forgot what it's called, but like right in the beginning, he fucks up like a whole group of dudes in jail. They just come up and run up on me like, "Oh, you think you're big shit? Okay, we're gonna show you something." And then he just beats the shit out of all of them. And he's not like no bullshit. He's been fighting since he was a kid on the streets, I think in Boston. So like he knows fighting. Like he fights with world champions all the time. He fights with Roy Jones. Like he knows his shit. I'm sorry, not Roy
J-
Jones, but John Bones Jones.
Jason's always big mad from Bama said Roy modeled his style from fighting chickens down south. Roy is the
Yep.
most physically gifted fighter to ever put on gloves.
Yeah, his
He
father
is.
used to make him
He
chase
is.
chickens.
He is.
I mean,
However, Mike
look at how
Tyson
they
is the most unique powerhouse boxing has ever seen. And
Like,
as soon as we get into their stuff, you'll notice that it's almost a shame that these guys missed each other. And I think
like
we'll leave circumstances like life circumstances out, like his early years, Mike, the trouble he had growing up, and we'll leave
yeah.
out the terrible circumstances with his wife and all
Mhm.
the legalities with the the arrest for the rape and all of that. So we're not even going to mention any of that. We're just going to get down to if they can
Well,
fight.
if there's anything I can say real quick before you get to the stats, it's that when it comes to Jones and Tyson, Tyson's mentality is what makes him different from everybody else. Nobody has the same killer mentality that Tyson loves to have. As much as he's
But
a wholesome person, he
that's
loves
definitely
having that.
that's definitely the truth there. We all know that. Mike Tyson,
But
he
like at
definitely.
the same time, Roy Jones again is severely underestimated and can hit you with the speed and
Oh, he's
power
not
of a heavyweight
underestimated.
that you don't
And
expect.
you mentioned fighting angles. There's one particular angle that if he throws uh Tyson's way, Tyson I feels like he's gonna knock him the fuck out.
Like
What they need
that's the
to
thing.
do
Like I don't
is
know if he
try to
could
go
get a
the
knockout, but
distance.
then they got the 2 minute rounds, and then it's just like, yo, I don't know. And then apparently they're doing this, I think, for like some type of title or belt or something too, for extra
Yeah, I think it's
motivation.
like the
But
first
they're both
Legends
like
belt or some shit.
pissed. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. Well, we'll get back into that. You get into the stats and shit like that.
All right, so Tyson started in 85, Jones started in 89. And their amateur records are, for some odd reason, Jones is 121 to 13 in his amateur bouts, and Tyson was
Wow.
10 and 2.
Huh.
So Tyson went pro pretty fast.
Yeah, he did.
Tyson has 50 career wins, 6 losses, and 2 no contests. 44 of those wins were KOs, 19 in a row. KOs. Roy
Damn.
Jones had 66 wins, and 47 of those 66 wins were knockouts, and he only had 9 losses. So they both had pretty good records. As for accolades, Mike was the youngest world champion ever.
Yep.
And Roy was the only boxer in history to start his pro career at light middleweight, work his way up through 4 weight classes to heavyweight, winning every title in his division.
Yep.
And he dominated.
He did.
It's safe to say they garnered their respect, and they were all known for something. So Jones was known as the best pound for pound fighter, and Tyson was the scariest being to ever grace the squared circle.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like,
So
yo,
let's
if
go
you
through the
ever
tail of the
see,
tape real quick.
I
like,
like
if
that. I
you
like
go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna let you fellas go ahead. You're right. What do y'all think
Isaac,
about?
go ahead. What's your thoughts?
I'm just saying about the Iron Mike. I mean, he's just, to me, he's always been an impressive fighter. But how, when you see now how they both preparing for the fight and how Royce and him both look, it's gonna be one interesting fight. Like, it's
Hell
going to
yeah.
be one epic fight between both of, I would say, two great fighters. I mean, they both
Two
have an
legends.
Greatest
amazing
ever. To
You
the
can't
greatest
describe
ever.
them any other way than legends. They're legends at the top of their game in
Like
every respect of the
their
form.
league that they're representing is
skill.
only
Of
for
course. I mean,
legends.
of course, they are both in their way of legends in what they both accomplished in that ring. I mean, they both did their own different styles of fighting, and they both dominated in their own times. And I mean, they both had their own rough paths, and step away from fighting. But I mean, to see them come back and in the shape that they are, and two fucking legends fighting, like, I don't think anybody will like. I mean, this will be a big pay per view, a great thing for I think even for our economy basically because this is a great thing coming for a lot of people. Like just to make all this shit things that happen in this year for everybody. This is like a Christmas present, for everybody.
which is
Especially,
why they kept
yeah,
which is why they kept pushing it back, because they kept pushing it back so it could be closer to a date where people can attend, so that they
Well,
can have people there and
yeah,
more
you saw
people will sit
the
down.
World Star documentary, right?
Yeah, the World Star documentary. There's a short docu series on YouTube. World Star put out about them, and the shit was hilarious if you listen to it. They're like throwing jabs at each other and shit. It's fucking
Yeah,
hilarious, and they both look phenomenal. They both look really
yeah,
good.
they really do.
they
Like they
don't.
So
both look prime. Like that's what's
yeah,
Yeah,
crazy. They both look fucking prime.
yeah.
Like I'm not gonna say this as like I know boxing and shit like that, but these dudes, both of them look like somebody that you do not want to
want to
fuck with,
fuck with. Yeah,
even if you're fighting now. Tyson Fury, I don't think he would want to fuck with Tyson right now
I
at
don't think
all.
Tyson
See,
Fury's
before I
stamina could
forget this
go through
comment,
either
before
one
I
of
forget this
these.
comment,
Neither
Mike
of them, not even
Tyson,
Roy, because the bop 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 that Roy can give you is not in the same place. He's gonna bop 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 you in different parts of your face, on the top of your head, the side of your face, the front of your face, and in your body. He knocked people out from body shots. He was
I
a
do want
light
to say
heavyweight
I
that would
I haven't
give you
looked through the
heavyweight
box.
shots with featherweight
Yeah, but
like hits.
that's why he moved up to heavyweight though. But
Yep.
there is one person I did want to see fight Mike, and I don't believe he did fight Mike. Klitschko, Hayden Panettiere's baby daddy,
Oh,
the
I'm not
boxer
sure
that
about
used
that.
to use the fucking vampire mouth guard and shit.
Oh, see, I as far as I know, he did not, but like
No, he did it.
I'm also a
I
very,
got everything up
very,
here. I can
very
look.
light fan of boxing. Like I know names, I know some history, but like I wouldn't know that. And I'm not gonna act like I know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I wouldn't know that
I
either.
was just saying
If you
about this.
guys in the
Before I
yeah,
forget,
go ahead.
seen I seen a really good piece about Mike Tyson, and I remember seeing it younger. And it's one thing that like made me like him a lot was how Mike Tyson basically the reason why he was saying that, and I think it was a biography or something. I'm not sure exactly where exactly it was per se, but he said that the reason why he took the ring, not necessarily took the ring, but like he wanted to get revenge from Muhammad Ali against Holmes. And if you look at the fight, like that's what they used as basically to like broadcast the fight or whatever. That there's an agenda. Mike wants to destroy fucking Holmes. And I mean, if you look at the best, I think it was like what 18 minutes of that fight. Um, Mike Tyson looked like he wanted to murder, annihilate the fuck out of this man. Like he was fucking him up this fight. And what I was gonna say was, man, listen, you want Mike Tyson to destroy somebody? Get Michael Jordan to like fucking coach his ass. Make every single person like an opponent that he wants to destroy, and Micah Tyson will probably destroy every opponent that comes against him because that was like the first fight that he lost was he was not motivated for that fight. And I
We're gonna get
through
there. We're gonna get to some
opponent,
highlighted fights.
huh?
We're gonna get there. We're gonna talk about a couple of highlighted fights. I got their fighting record up here. We're gonna go through it real quick and give some honorable mentions there.
I
But let me
I
let
got
you know that
go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Well, like I watching the press conference that they had for this fight. Something that I could tell was that Tyson and Roy Jones see this fight as something that everybody else does not and cannot see it as. They both understand and know themselves to be two of the greatest fighters ever. Tyson, the greatest fighter ever, and Roy Jones knows that he's like the greatest because he's just bigger. He has the speed.
Well,
He has
this
the
is
power. He has the endurance. He can go and fight like a fucking monster. And that's a crazy thing to go after. But Roy Jones is a fucking boss. Like, people don't
well, this is
realize
why
that if Tyson
Oh
wasn't
this is
yeah.
here,
why they're
Roy
fighting. This is
Jones
exactly
would
why
be
they're fighting,
well.
because they're both legends in their time and in their
And
weight class. So now
but
they
the
want to
thing is,
prove who's the
they
best fighter.
they recognize each other in that way, in a way that the rest of us cannot. And watching that press conference, like, there's a lot of times where, like, there would be a question posed and one of them would answer, and it was a two question answer, or like there would be like they would ask for the other person's things and be like, it's what he said, it's what he said. Like, they are on the level as fighters of understanding what this is. For Roy Jones, he mentioned several times, if this was like, if you had Tyson call you the biggest adversary possible, uh in 2020, where we're going through tons of adversary issues, you're going to have him come up and you're not going to say no. That's a bucket list thing. Of course I'm going to do that. And seeing him at 54, a couple years older than him, makes him go even harder. And I know that people are like, you're hyping it up, like, from their short little videos and shit like that, their highlights. But, like, no, there's a number of highlights that keep going. And then people in the camps are telling you they're fucking shit up. And with Tyson, the thing that's scariest about Tyson is he admitted that, like, when he was training, he was getting to a point where he was just feeling it. He was feeling why he quit. The joints were getting to him. His muscles were tired. He just was not feeling it. And then
And
he brought
he said
somebody
that in the
in.
docuseries too. Yeah,
Yeah,
for electroshock
he
therapy.
brought the electrotherapy in, and now he's like, man, shit, you don't want to fuck
Well,
with
we're
me.
about to
I
let's get
feel
to
like
the
I
tail.
used to feel. And then they were talking about how if I shave my beard, I'm gonna look 25 years younger. And, like, honestly, like, he doesn't look 25, but, like, at the same time, he does in his face and the vibe he's giving off. He does not look like a 50-year-old man. If you came across
Either one
Tyson
of them.
right
They're
now,
both in
he
their
would beat
50s.
the fuck out of any man that came across him right now. He would beat the shit out of them. And the only person right now that is striving to be any type of battle for him is Roy Jones, because Roy Jones is having an opportunity. He was talking about in the press conference how everybody is always talking about, man, have you ever fight Tyson? You ever fight Tyson? You ever fight Tyson? All the kids, everybody always asking him, he has to say no. So now, despite what happens, which he was like, you have to see what happens, but despite what happens, he can say, yes, I fought Tyson. I did my shit. I held my own, and whether he wins or loses, Roy Jones is one of the greatest after this fight, because Tyson is a fucking monster now, and he was a fucking monster then. And if you just say, oh, they're old, you're not actually looking into shit. You're not actually seeing what they're doing to make sure what's going on, because 15 years ago, 20 years ago, they didn't have the same medicine. When they quit, they did not have the same electrolysis shit. They did not have the same homeopathic, natural stuff that they have to get them going. And right now, they are looking unbelievable. Both Tyson and Roy Jones. I saw Roy Jones hitting the speed bag, and I was like, holy shit, that combo
Did you
was
see
fucking ridiculous. What the
before
fuck
we
was
keep
that?
before we keep going, right? And we're gonna get to the tail of the tape. I just put a link there in the comments because Jason always big mad says speed kills, speed and power kills. Everybody, both of these guys dominated their weight classes because they both had both of those in spades. Now, if
Yeah.
anybody wants to call in really quick and give their opinion on who they think is going to win, please feel free to click the link and join in. We'll give you guys a little bit of time to discuss who you would like to win and why you think they're going to win. And we're going to get into the tail of the tape. But before we get into the tail of the tape, I just poured the 2 Titmus vodka in my cup because I killed that mule.
Shout out.
We're gonna,
How was it though?
It was pretty good. I really don't like the strong, heavy taste of ginger because the lime don't really do it too much. So we're gonna try the white cranberry peach real fast. We're gonna throw the ginger beer in there.
When I come across my own like good recipe for a mule, I'll make sure I give it to you to try out, because I'm experimenting with that myself, because I might have said it on here before, but I definitely said it before. Vodka is like diet alcohol, and like a nice Moscow Mule, I can hit the spot.
Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
That's a little better. Nice on the palate. Now, the tail of the tape, this is from when they last fought. Now, It is a pretty big difference, a difference of about 15 years. So Tyson, 5'10", 233 pounds. His last fight is when he weighed in 05. A reach of 71 inches. Orthodox stance. For those of you that don't know what that is, he can switch stances and hit lefty or righty.
Jeez, 71 inches though?
71
Damn.
inches. 215 rounds fought in his career. Now, Roy Jones, he's 5'11", 199 pounds the last time he weighed in 2018. He has a 74-inch reach. And he had 495 rounds in his career fought.
Damn.
So respectively, Roy Jones has had probably more fights and has had a longer span in his career than Mike Tyson. I'm not gonna say probably because he has.
He definitely has. He stopped fighting like a couple of years ago?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
Yeah,
and that was shocking. Shout out to my wife Jasmine. She's the one that brought that to my attention, that he stopped fighting in 2018. His last fight was against Scott Sigmund, and he won that fight.
Hey, they're both fighters of a spirit, period. Like, they want to do that. It's in them. And they're both prime at that. And Tyson stopped for different reasons, and I think Tyson had to stop. Because Tyson has gone through a personality change and growth that is just, you can't ignore it. And it's not that he wasn't a bad person before, but like, he is very open about the things that he was bad at and that he was terrible at and the terrible things that he did and how he's grown from that. And he's a very wise individual. As far as boxers go, from all the like medical things that could happen and like how, you can kind of get like a little dissonant from how you are, Tyson is very much there. And one could argue he kind of has like a split personality, but he's not somebody that hides that fact. Like, he tells you that he has this ego that is very peaceful, and then he has this ego that's like, nah, I'm gonna fuck them up. I'm gonna destroy their whole shit. Their everything is gone. And for a long time, he was like, I'm done with that. But he put it away for so long that eventually he was like, yo, I want to fight again. And fighting young people, I think just because of the age gap, there is a possibility that somebody like Tyson Fury could beat him. But if Tyson Fury beat Tyson, like, it wouldn't mean anything. Like, that's a 50-something-year-old Tyson.
Honestly,
but at the same time, you look at Tyson right now, and he's fucking destroyed. The day he talked about in the press conference, him and Roy Jones surpassed the medical testing for like qualifying and stuff like that. So they're more than prime. They're more than ready to be fighting in the ring like regular folk. And Tyson, like, people don't realize, because a lot of us just grew up and just heard about it. And more people, I feel, know Tyson through The Hangover than they know Tyson through saying a monologue that ended with him saying, like, I'll eat your babies. He said, I'll eat your
babies. Yo, time out. Let me tell you something. When I seen that, when he was like, I'll eat your babies. I'll eat your kids. Bro, that was the most homo shit I ever heard in the press. Ever. And I apologize.
I've never even thought of it like that. That could definitely be gay as fuck. but like not that that's bad, but like
I'm very pro
LGBT.
LGBTQ, very pro. I don't mean that in a slanderous way at all. But that he was. I'm gonna eat your. I'm gonna eat your kids.
If he said that today, the internet would have fucked him up.
Yes, yes. He's lucky the internet wasn't a big thing then because it would have been detrimental to him. Mike would have been very, very big mad. But let's see if we can't get into. Let's go through. Let's start with Mike. We'll go through his boxing career and a couple notable.
Real quick, you got any thoughts on it?
Any what?
Any thoughts? Anything you want to add?
Anything I want to add? Two Tip Miss Vodka is fucking me up. That's what I want to add. Go to twotipmissvodka.com. Donate right now to the Two Tip Miss Foundation. All proceeds from the Two Tip Miss Foundation go directly to breast cancer patients fighting breast cancer right now and who are in need of the money. And just wait for them to have their online sales up and running because this Two Tip Miss Vodka right now is fucking me up. I only have one Moscow Mule and I'm on my second. Let me also let you know that if you're in Northern Florida, just go right ahead and pick it up anywhere in a liquor store over there in Northern Florida.
I have a question for you. Is that a potato or corn-based vodka?
That is a sweet potato-based vodka.
Sweet potato?
Very
Oh,
smooth.
Lord.
Sweet potato.
I need to get some of that.
Smooth 80 proof. And if you get the bottle is beautiful. I have to put my camera back on real quick and get off of the
Yeah, what are you doing back there? You doing illicit activities?
No, what I'm doing is I'm getting on the fights. I'm looking through the records real quick and I'm gonna name some notable fights that they had. But the bottle is beautiful here. Two Tip Miss Vodka. Like I said, it's centered around a breast cancer foundation, and the bottle is beautiful. It has two titmus birds on a branch here, and right here are the nipples signifying the breast cancer awareness here, as well as the beautiful pink ribbon you see here on the bottle. And the bottle is very elegant with the glass cork in it. And it also has, if you see, the silhouette of a female in between the two birds here. So it's a beautiful bottle, beautiful. And the nipples here are embedded into the seal, so you can kind of feel that right there. Give that a little feel and let the birds have a little good time here.
Save the boobies.
Save the boobies. Save the boobies. Go to Two Tip Miss Foundation, twotipmissvodka.com. Matter of fact, let's throw that right here in the comments right here, fellas. Let's grab the keyboard and go to twotipmissvodka.com. Be sure to click on that. Go to the foundation, donate. They should be having their online sales up and running pretty soon. And I apologize. I'm going to stop my camera real quick, and I'm going to go back to Mike Tyson's record. And I don't want to start at the beginning because I just want to say my man Mike had a big win streak in the beginning. He went, let's count them out because I didn't write it down, so I'm going to count it out live for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 30. How the fuck does that change there? By my count, he had 37 wins before he had his first loss. He lost to James Douglas in 1990. Mike Tyson.
God damn. Were those like the legacy knockout wins? Like the first round knockouts that he was just getting? Because that was all prior to him going to prison and shit too, right?
You see, I'm not trying to mention that, so I didn't write down what year he went to jail. And it's a shame because I think that was detrimental to his career. And it was right around that time because his first loss.
Well, from what I saw from when I was doing like my own little research, he like that kind of like put a stopper, but he didn't do the full time, I believe. And when he came back, like people were happy he was back and he was still fucking people up. However, the whole like the auspices of people was that it wasn't the same Tyson and they wouldn't see the same Tyson that they saw before he came. Not that he wasn't dominating when he came back, but it was the beginning of the end for Tyson in that era. You know what I mean?
Well, one thing I didn't want to mention also was that a lot that he was going through at the time with his wife and his circumstances, like he went through two father figures that died on him, and then Don King just swooped in. You know what I mean? He swooped in, he got married, and everything kind of clouded his judgment. The drugs, the partying, you know what I mean? It happens when you have money. Shit goes down. You have,
especially happens when you're the baddest man on the fucking planet.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, it is. It even got Tyson.
I was watching something that said he was walking around with a brick all the time for personal use. That's some heavy cocainage.
Good fucking Lord. I never heard of that. That's insane.
Premium there. That's premium coke there. You want to put that? No. That's too much. He did too much, and it got to him. But that was after the whole divorce and all of that, and then the supposed rape conviction and everything. So he went down around 1990. That's when everything started happening to him. That's when he recorded his first loss.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so he went from.
He had his first loss before I was born. I was born in 91. I thought like he was dominating up until like I was like 94, 95.
You was born when?
In 91.
In 91. All right. I'm a couple years older than you. I thought you was my age, Tyler. Well, this whole time. Anyway.
Yeah, you know, I just carry myself that way. That's all, you know.
And we've known each other for years now.
Yeah.
But he did go on another winning streak after that, a small one. He recorded about 8 wins, and then he lost again to Evander Holyfield twice. And we all know how the second fight ended up. And that's where, in a later episode, we'll get into it. But something called the Mandela effect takes place, and it turns out in this universe, he only bit off like the outline of his ear. But I distinctly remember this man biting off half of Holyfield's ear. And if you remember the same thing, please comment below or send us an email, because that's going to be another episode. We're going to get into Mandela effect.
You know what's crazy?
Hold on, real quick. Not to cut you off, Tyler. Let me read Jason Always Big Mad's comment, because he seems to be a very avid commenter. And it says, I was a teenager who lived for football, boxing, and motocross. So I watched these two guys in their prime, start to finish. My pops built me and my brothers a boxing ring in the backyard. My oldest brother was a Golden Glove. Right, so what was your brother's name? And we'll Google him on camera and see what's going on here. Anyway, Mike Tyson with Evander Holyfield. That was the whole Mandela effect issue. Was people remember him biting off half the ear like I do?
Oh,
And
bro.
what was that?
Like bottom part. I remember it being like a bottom part bite or something like that. Like it was a chunk. Like it was a not like.
Now we're getting 3 different dimensions here, and we're gonna break off into a whole nother episode. So we're gonna get into a whole nother world, and I don't want to do that yet. We're having a pretty good episode. My man Jason always big mad, and I'm not sure why his name is Jason always big mad because my name is Jason, and in real life I'm always big mad. I'm a very angry person, so it kind of makes me feel like I'm being watched. But anyway, my man Ice is over there. I want to know why you're sleeping, guy. Can you wake up? Because I can see the nose trolls. You, Ice. My man Ice fell asleep. The black-eyed children are coming for you, homie. Go to the archives on Spotify, Apple Pod, Google Pod. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, after Evander Holyfield, he had 4 wins and 2 no contests before his next loss to Lennox Lewis for the World Boxing Council heavyweight title, International Boxing Federation heavyweight title, International Boxing Organization heavyweight title. Then he won his next fight with Clifford, and he lost his next 2 to finish out his boxing career. So let's get into but there's a lot of, if you watch the tape of his career, and that's just me skimming through his win-loss column quick, and it's phenomenal because he beat a lot of big names, and I didn't mention any of them. Like I believe it was, what was it? Who was it? I think. All right, let's go back. Fuck it. Let's get it. Where did he win the title at? He won the title in '86 to Trevor Burbick in a TKO. And then he won he retained the World Boxing Council heavyweight title and he won the World Boxing Association World Heavyweight title against James Smith in '87. He just kept accumulating shit. So what was it? His first loss was Buster Douglas? Which one of those was Buster Douglas? Because for some reason, yeah, right here, Buster Douglas in '90. That was his first loss. Bust his shit. But before that, this man, who was that Jamaican dude? Let me go back and see if I can remember his name here. Because there was a hard hitting fucking Jamaican dude. And he was busting everybody's ass. And then he fought Tyson, and Tyson knocked his ass out in the first fight. And then in the second fight, he stood he kept getting up. He didn't want to finish the fucking fight. The ref had to stop the first fight.
I think I might have saw that in the highlight reel.
Bro, the second fight, he broke this dude's jaw. He broke his fucking jaw, and the dude kept fighting so much that they hugged afterwards, and the dude commented, he was like, nigga couldn't talk. Bro, it was...
How hard was that fight?
Yo, that dude was hard hitting, bro. My Puerto Rican ass would have stood across the ring from any of them, and I would have fucking pissed my pants. These dudes were fucking specimens, bro. So let's get into Roy.
I'll hold my own, but like if I see somebody like that coming at me, I'm looking for a weapon. Like I'm not gonna
hold my own too. But when it comes to a professional boxer, because the dude stood significantly taller than fucking Mike, bro. He was like 6 foot something. This man was a specimen, and so is Mike. Mike, yo, he got it. They got it, bro. They got it. I would have seen them on one of the blocks fucking in the Bronx growing up, and I would have ran the other way. I'm telling you.
Right?
They looking for. I'm out of here.
Nah, fuck that.
But let's go to Roy Jones real quick. Roy Jones, he had a lot of fucking wins before his first loss. I don't even want to count them out because the two tip miss is going to pass me out before then. But let's see. One,
Like
two,
one of the
three,
crazy things
four,
when you
five,
look at that is
six,
like
7, 8,
Roy Jones seems to be more of an actual like
10,
experienced fighter versus Tyson. And I don't know whether or not that's gonna matter.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, seriously. I don't know why I'm doing that. But it's like 24 wins before. No, it's more than that. 24, 37, 40. This website is shit. And I want to count it out by myself. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my God! Back to 1, 2, 3, 4.
Back to 1, 2, 3, 4. Blame two tip Miss Vodka. And I know you can see me right now. Let's go back to the bottle real quick. This shit is 80 proof. And I want my second glass of Moscow Mule, white cranberry peach Moscow Mule, made by Talking Junk. All right? Go make you one of those. Go get you some two tip Miss Vodka.
So you can end up like Ice.
So you can end up like Ice.
Yeah.
Ice
Get that
passed out.
exclusive.
He's still. Ice is still sleeping.
Hey, bruh. Bruh.
Listen here, motherfucker. Get your ass up before I send those black-eyed children right over to your car, and they're gonna knock on your goddamn window and put their finger straight up your goddamn ass.
Yeah, hey, listen to this little mouse. He's not fucking around.
No, I'm not fucking around here. Don't fuck with me. Wake your ass up and let's do this here, goof. I mean, Ice.
You're like a little sleepy little fucking mark, eh? Like, wait, is your doors unlocked? I hope they're not.
What you need to do is go there and you need to. Hi there, matey. What you need to do is wake your ass up there. What you really need to do, mate, is wake up and man the post. Scrub the deck there.
Scrub it, you fuck.
What's happening? All right, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take Ice off of camera until he wakes up here. I don't think the live wants to see Ice sleep. So Ice, I know you can hear us. We can't hear you. Thank God. We don't want to hear you snoring. Obviously, we're boring them.
Also, we don't want to put your dreams out there if you're talking to sleep. That's for you.
Yeah, look, Jason said Ice done not. Jason always big mad. Oh, again, I don't know what you mean by your name, but Ice done got knocked out by Tyson tonight. He got knocked out by all the goddamn highlights, my boy. And that's another thing. While we're still on Tyson, well, we weren't on Tyson. I was on Roy Jones, but Roy Jones Jr. But real quick, let me go back to Tyson. Tyson, the way he moves is unbelievable. Like he dodges, and when he dodges, he steps off to the side, and by the time you realize it, he's in full stance, ready to knock you the fuck out behind you. And you either got a 360 out of it, or you got to turn the rest of the way around and get knocked the fuck out either way. And there's this one, because you mentioned earlier in the stream, directions. He's a Roy Jones is a very big directional fighter, and with his combos and striking. And there's this one strike that he throws that he tends to leave his guard open on the right side. And I think if he throws that signature punch Mike's way, Mike is going to knock him the fuck out, because there's only a 3-inch difference between them. So you figure he got to get in pretty close to Tyson's range in order to throw that fucking punch. And if he throws that signature punch where he's letting his guard down and fucking scooping, see, I don't know which way the camera's angled, or if it's like this is, because this is mirror image, all right? Yeah. This is my left-hand side, but you guys are seeing it on my excuse me, this is on my right hand side, and you're seeing it on my left. It's mirror imaged. So I don't know if the
Right.
footage is mirror imaged also. But when he throws the punch, he throws the left, and he cocks back and he fucking destroys somebody with it. You know what I mean? But he puts his
Yeah.
guard down on the right hand side. And if Tyson gets the fucking chance to fucking go
Like,
through with the right hook, it's over.
I feel like if Roy Jones was the same size as Tyson, Roy Jones' technique would take out Tyson. However, the fact that Roy Jones is at a size difference, it whether or not he wins
Thank you,
might
Jason.
just
I'm
come
sorry.
down.
I don't mean to cut you off, Talon, real quick. Remember where you're at. Jason said, everybody watching, these guys like and share. They're providing free content for everyone. Thank you, brother. We're also on Spotify. We're going to try to get Talon under the Talking Junk umbrella, and he's going to start his own podcast. And you can catch me regularly, weekly, interviewing interesting people on Spotify, wherever the fuck, Google Pod, Apple Pod, wherever the fuck you listen to your podcast. We're coming to you
Lit.
every week with another fucking person, and they're always interesting. We're always having an interesting conversation. This week
And
was
it's
Joanna
real.
Van Dyne. Joanna Van Dyne, she came through. She made me laugh. We did a little bit of improv, and I was my man over here in a guest improv. We're going to have a medium on next week. She may or may not make me cry. I hope she don't make me cry. She might make me cry. Pretty soon, we're going to have owner of a sex store, Jacqueline Jones, on the show. And we're going to see if we also have her on a live so she can show you guys some of the stuff that she has. Because she's also a sex education teacher. She can tell you guys also how to improve your relationship in the bedroom. So you might want to tune into that one. But definitely take Jason's Always Big Mad advice and tune in every week. And every 2 weeks, you will always get us. Me, Talon, and Isis sleeping ass, which he's still sleeping. Let me put him back on. Bam! He's still sleeping. You'll get all three of us every 2 weeks in the break room. And that's how comfortable people get in the break room. He's not even live with me here in the break room. And let me put the one-on-one real quick. Bam! You see, I got a nice another.
Colleen said Tyson in the third round is going.
Tyson in the third round. All right. China says that Tyson's going to win. Colleen Helly. Colleen, I love you, baby. In the third round, Tyson is going to win, is her prediction. But you see, we got a nice empty seat here, and he's not even in the empty seat zone, and he's nodded. Everybody, look at my man Ice, nodded there, nodded. And you can't see him in Spotify, Apple Pod, Google Pod, or wherever you listen to your podcast. So I apologize. But you can see him, silence. But you can see him on the YouTube channel.
If you a creep and you want to see somebody sleep, we got that.
We got that. And go into the archives and listen to all our episodes. I just put our 3 lives on there this week. I apologize. I was supposed to put those out a week ago, but I'm a busy man. I hold a full-time job. I got 3 kids. I got a family to support, so I got to do that.
It's a real man here.
Unless you buy some of my shirts, hit me at Talking Junk let me rewind that real quick. TalkingJunkFans@gmail.com. You hit me there. I'll give you information to where you can reach me, and we'll get it popping on the Zelle. And you can send me the money, and I'll personally send you your shirt.
Help this man be a stay-at-home dad. Damn it. Come on.
Help me raise my kids from home. And maybe we can start a Talking Junk Kids. My 11-year-old daughter pretty soon, and our prayers go out to the family, and we're not going to mention their names, but it's a very, very, very interesting mother-daughter duo that came out with a lollipop. Yes, lollipop shaped on a stick lip gloss and a music video to advertise it. We're gonna get them on the show pretty soon, and my daughter's she's gonna help interview them. So it's gonna be a talking chunk daddy daughter day, bring your daughter to work day type of thing. But let's get back into the Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson fight with Ice sleeping. Let's take him back out. I'm not sure his wife would like him sleeping, but he is also a hardworking man. So let's let him sleep. He's comfortable in the break room. Talon, let's get back to business as I sip on this Moscow Mule and you smoke your California very legal do.
Yeah. Let's get back at it. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember what I was talking about before. But
to be honest with you, I'm not really digging this ginger beer, so I'm not mixing it in my fucking drink no more.
I mean, like, honestly, ginger beer is relative, and like when it really comes down to it, I feel like if you wanted to, you could do a root beer, and maybe if you did like
I'd rather use ginger ale.
That might be good too.
Ginger ale is
I'm
banging.
not a person that's like, I'm gonna adhere to what the rule is. I'm gonna adhere to, all right, I want the same feeling, and I'm gonna do what I want to do to get to that feeling. Because
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even want to drink this one. Like, I'm not gonna throw it out. I'm gonna pour it and let it get cold in another bottle and save it for later because the Moscow Mule is really not a.
So what can what is it about the Moscow Mule right now that is not doing it for you?
It's the spice of the ginger beer, and shout out to Chaplain Fermi Simpson. She can attest that I don't like the spice of ginger. It's not for me, so I put it back. I did not waste because the 2 Titmus vodka is too good to waste. I will put this in the freezer, let it get slushy, throw it over the rocks, and I will drink it tomorrow on my next day off. But on camera, I will mix this very, very, very good 2 Titmus vodka made from sweet potatoes with the rest of this white cranberry and peach juice. Because initially, I bought it to drink with you guys on live, but you know, I got kids, so they drink the juice.
You know, it might honestly just be what ginger beer you're using, because the ginger beer that I found out here with the hibiscus.
Yes, Jason's always big mad. The aftertaste of ginger beer is fucking terrible. It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, honestly, I think it might be whatever ginger beer you're using, because I don't have that aftertaste. There's no aftertaste in the ginger beer that I'm grabbing. And when
we get together in our meetings weekly, then you're gonna need to tell me the brand of the fucking ginger beer you use, because that shit is disgusting.
I'll have to go to the alcohol superstore we got over here and like see what it was that I got, because it was this hibiscus. It was either that or the Vaughn's Albertsons or something like that. But like, it was this hibiscus ginger beer. And I think maybe what you need,
some nasty ass White Rock, spicy ass ginger beer that I got in the fucking local liquor store here because I was looking for the alcoholic shit so I could get more toasted than usual.
Now, see, I think what you need is you need to find a ginger beer that has ginger beer as the base and then has a flavor that you're accustomed to. I think maybe a good start for you might be with a lime or a citrus ginger beer, and then you put that in there. That'll cut out that ginger beer taste, and then if you want to, you can add some concentrate if you want to, so cut it out a little bit more, because you want the taste of the ginger beer for that pop. But then, like, you really want that sparkly aspect. So maybe even like you can maybe even use like some lemon Pellegrino with some ginger beer. You know what I'm saying? And then like you could do that, and then like if that's still like a little too gingery for you, cut it. Put something in there that you like. Like, who gives a fuck about the recipe? Like, if it's something that you kind of like, but like you don't really want. Because for me personally, what I like about the Moscow Mule is that it's kind of like a crisp McDonald's Sprite, but it's got that alcohol in there. But if you don't like that ginger, I understand that, but you can cut that with something else. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like I
it's not
think
for
what
me.
it is like you're in a trial and error stage, which comes with a
Yeah.
lot of things. And like you
Hey,
gotta
bro,
make it for you. What's
for me.
your Moscow Mule as opposed to what's a Moscow Mule? Because there Moscow Mule, the way it tastes when you have like a cold steel stein or copper stein, and then you got like a slightly iced, really cold fucking vodka with like just a hint of the ginger, but like that sparkliness of the ginger beer. That's fucking great. But it's hard to find
Tyler,
that ginger beer that's probably not cheap.
I'm gonna be very honest with you. All right. I love you. You're becoming my brother. We're business partners. The break room is ours. You know what I mean? You are gonna start your own podcast soon. We're gonna get you everything that you need. But the Moscow Mule is disgusting, my guy. It's nasty. I'm not gonna drink this shit no more. All right. I'm just gonna mix my vodka with the juice that I always mix it with, and I'm gonna call it a day. All right. The Moscow Mule is nasty. All right.
All
Nasty.
right, well,
Like these
I
two
can accept
specimens.
this if when in one day when we meet, if there's an opportunity, you let me
When
make
we
you.
meet again, because we worked together for many years, back in dirty water. But
Yeah.
when we meet again, and let me read out our one of our new faithful listeners. Let me read his comments because he's bringing it there. And Jason, that's the mystery. His name is Jason, so he's not saying I'm big mad. He's saying he's big mad. And shout out to Jason because we're both big mad, bro. We're both. But yes, the aftertaste is horrible. Corona, lemon, and vodka is great. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm not mixing liquor and beer. All right,
Mm.
I'm not mixing it. Not a lot. Because liquor and beer, you're usually in the clear, but beer before liquor, you get even sicker.
Yep, that's the rhyme. If you're going into
Carnaro,
college, let me tell
yeah,
you, that's what you need to know.
yeah. Sour watermelon moonshine is my favorite. All right, Jason. We're gonna get a PO box for you to send that to. Send it to us, and we will feature it. I know for a fact that you're making this sour watermelon moonshine. If you're saying it's your favorite, you're making it. So I want a bottle, and I'll promote your secretly. I won't say it's from you, but if you send me the moonshine, I'll drink it on camera, buddy. Let me know. Anyway, after Jason Always Big Man sponsors us with his moonshine, we're gonna get back to this cranberry peach cocktail with the two-tip Miss vodka, and talk about Tyson and Roy Jones, because these two specimens are gonna go at it on the 28th on pay-per-view, and it's
Hell
gonna
yeah.
be amazing. After you're through with your fucking Thanksgiving dinner and these two physical specimens go at it, you're gonna wonder what the fuck you just seen. You're not gonna know what you just like right now. You don't know what the fuck you're watching. I don't know what the fuck I'm
No, you
saying.
don't. If you
Miss Vodka
do,
right see
let
over
us.
here. Yeah, let us know. talkingjunkfans@gmail.com.
And
Hit
that's
me up.
just the censored version for talking shit, bitch.
Talking
The fuck?
shit. It's not censored.
Shit.
It's not censored. I talk junk. Talk junk. Your mother told you. Your mother, your grandmother, your father, your aunt, your uncle, your brother, your sister, whoever the fuck raised you, always told you never judge a book by its cover. And
Never.
we interview everybody. Pretty soon, we're gonna have
Well,
the host
he
of
does.
another podcast on robots versus dinosaurs. And excuse me because the two-tip miss got me tipsy, sir, and your name escapes me. But we will have you December 19th
The boss.
in the break room. And Joanna put me on, and she's a saint. So if you're watching, Joanna, thank you. We're gonna get it in. We're gonna do a lot
Shout
of
out to
business.
Joanna. Never corresponded before, but hey, if you helping the movement, I'm all about it. Thank you.
Hey, Tyler, we definitely have to invite Jason Always Big Mad on a live in the break room to sip his watermelon moonshine and talk about him being a professional wilderness survival instructor. Doomsday
What?
Prepper is his claim to fame, baby.
Oh,
We
shit.
need this on a podcast, my guy.
Hell yeah. I'd
Hit
love to
me
be
up.
there for that.
The break room at gmail.com. Let me get in my phone because I need to make sure that this email is correct because Jason, you need to email me.
Yeah, come on,
ASAP.
Jason. Shit. You big
We
mad?
need you
You're
on
gonna
the
be more
show,
big mad if
buddy.
you don't do shit.
Yeah, we need to get your name out there, brother. You're a
Come on, bro.
professional wilderness instructor. I'm pretty
Marketing,
sure that
advertisement. Get your shit out there. Come on.
yeah, holla at me.
Surrender.
Let me know when you can join me in my clubhouse every
Let
2
me know
weeks.
what I can do to help them stop a raging fog.
You know what it is, then, fella.
That's right. Come on. You never thought Disney would need your help. Disney needs your help. You heard Mickey say, please help a nigga out. Help us out. And
Shout
if
out to
anybody
my
was,
man
I just wanted to
Chance.
close real quick. I
My man
am
Chance
naked,
watching
but
live.
you know, I look very light.
I think Jason,
Oh,
let me know
shit.
in the comments. Are you commenting in from YouTube or are you commenting in from Facebook? Because I seem to only be getting your comments, and I'm pretty sure that other people are commenting. Are other people commenting?
Yeah, on Facebook.
Would you like to come over here and sit over here?
They already.
I apologize to all my listeners that are commenting because I can't seem to see the rest of those comments. I don't understand why I'm only seeing Jason's. Jason, that's not a knock on you. Season 3, episode 3, he's retired now, sold his school. YouTube. It's all right, brother. You could be retired. We want to hear your war stories. Hit me up at the break room at Gmail. Well, I was checking that for you, right? Yeah, I was checking that for you. Let me get it back on while Talon took his shit off and Ice is still fucking sleeping. He seems to have shifted his position there. Let's put him. What's up?
I'm sorry. I had a slight issue, but I'll be back shortly.
It's all right. It's all right. You can play with your Willie out of camera, and we'll try. I don't know why it's not letting me get back to Ice's camera.
Look, honestly, if you find somebody that cannot not fuck themselves during your podcast, you probably should not do business with them. Just saying.
I know we some sexy motherfuckers, and we gotta get this shit out here. But like last week, we had a dude asking me to show me. Not last week, 2 weeks ago. He wanted to lick my beard. He wanted to see my feet, and he wanted to suck my goddamn toes. That's a little. If you buy a shirt, maybe I'll send you a picture of my fucking Frodo feet. But until then, my brother, go to twotipmissvodka.com, go to the foundation, click the foundation button, and donate.
Support the
Every 2
cause.
weeks, me and Talon have fun here. Me, Talon, and Ice, but I can't get back to Ice's screen. I think he might have exited. He might have woke up and exited it on us. But it's all good. You'll catch Ice again sleeping in the next 2 weeks here on Talking Junk Live. The break.
That's a hard working man, though. Don't think that we just poking jabs.
Jason said Ice is gonna wake up and not know what the hell is going on. But I think he's gonna wake up to a black-eyed child knocking on his window, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate.
Please,
But let's get back.
sir.
We're going live here on YouTube, on Facebook. I'm sorry, I don't understand why. What was that?
Excuse me.
Who said that?
China.
China said I did that for free. I don't understand why my manager's not here. You know what, China, please, you have the link. Join us here on live. Let us know your comments. We're in the break room. It's your son's birthday. I love my nephew. Happy birthday, Jonathan. Everybody, wish my nephew a happy birthday. Everybody.
Happy birthday, bro. Come on. Wish him a happy birthday.
He's the big 1-1. 1-1, everybody. I will drink to that.
1-1. That's a big one. That's a big one. The double digits.
Big
The
one.
repetitious.
Handsome lady killer. Handsome.
Hey, shout out to Fresh Prince of LA because this shirt I got for like $10 at a TJ Maxx and it's hella Fresh Prince of Bel Air and 90s about it. And I fucking love this shirt.
It is a very nice shirt, Talon. Very nice.
I just want like you know, I just know there's a lot of
camera,
nostalgia.
you're gonna have to
for
let me know how
watching.
much you paid for it. You're gonna have to send me one. But
Yo, if I find one, I'll send it to you, bro. But like, there's only one on the back.
Let me let you know. That's a very good segue, my friend, because I don't understand what's going on. It seems that my shit is acting up right now, but I don't give a fuck because we're still live and you can see me. So Talking Junk Shirts. Hit me up at talkingjunkfans@gmail.com. I'll give you all the information you need to buy one of these bad boys. I got them coming in the next week, and I will personally send it to you.
Cop that. Represent the future. Talking junk in the break room.
Buy this shit.
No.
The next time you see Talon, he's going to be wearing a Talking Junk shirt. But back to Mike and Jones. November 28th, live on pay-per-view.
Yo,
you're gonna
just
get
for the
to
record,
see.
do you know how much that's gonna cost? Because like, if it's not too much, I'd watch it. But like, if it's like over $50, like, I don't know.
Hey, let me tell you, no matter the cost, Talking Junk is gonna hook his employees up, and we're gonna watch the fucking Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. fight.
Well,
Wow.
shit. In that case, I'm gonna be there.
It doesn't coincide with the break room, because if it coincides with the break room, oh yeah, we're gonna have to sit this fight out there, yeah. Because let me let you know there, brother, we're not gonna miss a break room for nobody's fight there, yeah. We're gonna be here in the break room every 2 Saturdays, and we're gonna be here bringing an interesting topic to you there. Ooh, yeah. Dig it.
Oh yeah.
It's safe to say that Two Titmus is getting to me there.
Oh,
Snap
yeah,
into Slim Jim. Slim Jim, you owe me money now.
right? Hey, pay up.
Pay up. Pay up. Colin got to pay rent, bro. Pay up.
For real. We still living out here blue collar lives. We need
And
to
you're
step
hearing
up.
it here first, fellas. Talon is going to have his own podcast available on Spotify. Talking Junk.
Yeah.
Umbrella.
Me and my bro Andre. We're gonna bring you
Talking Junk Network. Talon and Andre are going to bring you the...
we don't have a name out yet. Like, we still talking about it because like it's gonna be kind of like talking drunk in the break room, but we're gonna have it formatted. We're gonna talk about some shit that people don't want to talk about that might be kind of controversial.
We're formatted, right? We're formatted.
Exactly.
We don't just shoot from the dick, all right? We're formatted. You're live though in the break room with Talon's big ass joint. I haven't seen a joint that big.
I be rolling splits, bro. So like, don't be tripping.
No, there's only one.
All right, Roy Jones, Mike Tyson, November 28th. let me let you know that that's going to be a hell of a fucking fight. We went through the stats. We did a lot of fucking research, and Two Titmas got me tipsy. They sponsored a month of our podcast. 2 bottles of Two Titmas vodka. This motherfucking vodka is the best around. We're gonna hit up Two Titmas vodka again.
Is that your first or second bottle?
This is my second bottle.
Hey, getting lit.
It's lit. We in there.
Lit off that diet alcohol.
Bro, this bottle is a fucking knockout. Like, endorsed to you. Oh, I don't want to say it. My pick for the Roy Jones versus Mike Tyson fight. Oh, who do I think is going to win? Oh, let's get yours first.
Honestly, like looking at what it looks like, everything is there for Tyson to win, especially with shortened rounds, because I feel like Tyson, even when in his prime, like the way he fought was more of like a quick outburst that nobody could handle. But Roy Jones could potentially handle that and move around the ring enough to where like he could take that. But at 2 rounds, like I'm sorry, 2 minutes, Roy Jones, I don't know if he can really get in the hits that he needs to hit. I want Roy Jones to win, but I think Tyson will win. But even if Roy Jones did win, I don't know if that would really change anything about legacy just because of how old they are. Even though between them, it would be in a significant thing, and in their camps, it would be significant. In general, I don't think people really care if Roy beat Tyson because they'll be like, oh, well, Tyson's not really Tyson and blah, 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 blah. But if Tyson beats Roy, they'll be like, well, yeah, you know, Tyson is Tyson. Of course he won, blah, 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 because people don't know Tyson like that. I mean, Roy Jones like that. Roy Jones was not featured in Hangover for just one punching somebody and becoming famous off of that shit and his tattoo and then stuff off of that. There's so many people that know Tyson off of things that have nothing to do with boxing. And then Roy Jones, Tyson knows because he knows Roy Jones is a fucking boss at boxing. He knows that. He respects him on an equal level where the rest of us might debate that. Tyson doesn't debate that. Tyson even said in the press conference, size doesn't matter. Like,
let me let you know. 4 cups in, I'm retired, bro. It's 2 minutes. We just finished the bottle. It is fucking killing me, kid.
hey,
I'm done. 80 proof. I honestly don't even know what the fuck you were saying.
look at that. Look at that. He's barely even comprehending what I'm saying. I might have to slow it down a little. So what I was saying.
No, you're gonna fuck me up all over my laptop. This is probably the most fucked up I've gotten on live ever.
Shit.
And I wish that I could partake in your legality over there, but I don't smoke anymore. I work in a nursing home. You can't do those things.
Hey, I respect it. I respect all the moves. As long as the respect is mutual, you know, it's all good. But
all good.
Getting back to the fight, I feel like Tyson with the electrolysis type of shit that's like really getting him like feeling like he can move and not feel the pain. That's really a problem with Roy Jones. If he didn't have that, Roy Jones, I think, would still fuck him. I'm sorry?
StreamYard is fucking me up, bro. I cannot. StreamYard customer service, you need to work on this. All right? I pay X amount of dollars for you every month. Me and Talib. And I can't shut my fucking camera off because it won't let me. And I'm drunk. I don't want you to see me like this.
See, that's a small clause in the bottom of the contract.
The process. You stupid fat hobbit. I love StreamYard, but you're fucking me up right now, brother. My fucking viewers are expecting me to be of utmost par there is in the motherfucking live game.
Well,
And I'm drunk off 2 Titmus vodka.
I feel like they're kind of gambling on whether or not the alcohol that you're presenting is going to fuck you up.
Well, let me let you know. It fucked me up, brother.
Hey, there you go. I feel like if anything, your sponsors will speak for themselves by how well you're able to carry yourself by the end. If you're fucked up by 2-3 drinks, and you're like, oh, yeah.
Hey, I heavy poured on this one, bro. I heavy poured on this one. I need some of that to even me out, but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I'm about to be KO'd. Like, who's my pick?
All right, well,
I hate it because they're legends. They're legends. And all right.
In that case, let me let you get to the stats of Roy Jones so we can at least even out the information that we put out there for Roy Jones.
You're right, because I haven't done that yet. And I'm too fucked up to count, Talon. You fucked me up, bro.
Hey,
all right, let's try to
it's
get
all part of the magnet.
Let me see if I can screen share here. I can't even screen share because everything is fucked up. Everybody like and share the video. Then share the 2 Titmus Vodka link. It won't cost you 1 penny, but it will cost you. But it will help this product and 2 Titmus Vodka greatly. A real podcast having real fun, says Jason, always big mad. You need to listen to him and this deep-ass voice here telling you to go to 2titmisvodka.com. Click the link to the foundation and donate now. And we're going to go right now to the Roy Jones Jr. stats. Even though I'm too drunk to count, he won a shitload of fights.
Have faith in yourself, bro.
No, I am not counting, brother. I will continue to do this voice because it suits my drunk manner. And I know you can still hear me, but from 89, oh no, it's acting up there, brother. Can you still hear me there? He went from 89 there, brother, all the way, and this pronouns, pal. He's talking about Roy Jones Jr. there, and he went from 89 all the way to 2004 there, brother.
Wow.
Against Antonio Tarver. And that's fucking pretty crazy because let me go back to Tyson real quick. Because, brother, there, I think Mike Tyson lost against Antonio Tarver too, if I wasn't mistaken there, brother. Let's go back to the stats there. Antonio Tarver, no, it's Lennox Lewis. I apologize there. So Roy Jones, his first loss came to Antonio Tarver, and this for the World World Boxing Council, World Heavyweight title, World Boxing Association Super Heavyweight, Light Heavyweight title, International Boxing Association World Heavyweight title, Intercontinental Boxing Organization World Light Heavyweight title, vacant, World Boxing Foundation World Lightweight title. Ooh, cream of the crop there, yeah. Brother. That was his first loss.
Keep it going, brother.
But he had another loss after that against Glenn Johnson. And then another loss against Antonio Tarver for the Intercontinental Boxing Organization World Heavyweight title.
And this is Tyson or Jones?
This is Roy Jones Jr., brother.
Okay.
Let's get into something a little lighter. All right? Let's give this guy a chance. He had three there. No, I have to tell you there, I'm a little too drunk. I have to get back there into the 3-win streak on
You send me your notes.
Boise, Idaho, and then the Biloxi, Mississippi, and New York City. There was he beat Felix Trinidad, and then he lost again against Joe, whatever the fuck his name is there. And this pronouns, pal, being Roy Jones Jr. And he had 2 wins after that, and then another 3 losses, and another several wins there, and a loss to whoever the fuck Enzo is. And then again in 2008, he won his last 3 fights against a Rodney Moore there, brother, and another win there against a Bobby Gunn there and Simon Sigmund. Who the fuck there would name their child Simon Sigmund is beyond me. But he won his fight there in 2018 against Simon Sigmund. And he kind of there, let's look at the stats again there, Talon, because I'm drunk off of 2 Titmus vodka. Did he KO him? No, he just won by the cards. The last KO there was from Eric Watkins there. Kind of like there is Talon still, I can't see his screen, knocked the fuck out of his car. Victim to the black-eyed children there in fucking Connecticut. Nope. Oops, sorry, I'm not living in Connecticut. I'm living in Florida, and he's living again there.
They don't fuck around here in California.
2 Titmus vodka, and you're living there in California there. So tell me,
California.
Going back to Cali, who there, my friend, and aside of the vodka, need a little bit of their drink there.
Oye, hombre, tienes una agua.
So, all right. For our little bit of viewers, Lord Wolf looks like he's having an out-of-body experience.
It does?
Talon, you look like you're having an out-of-body experience. Let me let you know there, Jason, always Big Mad. I think I'm having an out-of-body experience.
Yeah, no, you gotta flip that shit.
My stomach burns. I'm gonna shit blood in the morning.
Flip mode squad. I'm all here. I think Jason is doing everything he can to hang on to this reality.
I'm hanging on. Hour and 28 minutes in. Talon, give us your motherfucking pick, brother.
It's hard as fuck. I'm gonna say I think
Very
Tyson
hard.
I think Tyson is gonna win because he looks like he has the same mindset as when he was there. Plus, this is like an exhibition of like the greatest ever, so it has another level. However, if Roy Jones can hit like a strong combo into Tyson, I think it'll take, but it'll be very difficult for him to get a combo in of just some pops into Tyson, because Tyson is not fucking around, but Roy's not fucking around. And this is them going at it in a level that I don't think they ever really went at it in fighting in their careers, because now it's not just the fact that they're fighting each other, but they are legends and they're defending their levels as legends. Like, this is Tyson, the greatest ever, versus who ended up agreeing and accepting the fight. That means that, to me, even if Tyson wins, Roy Jones, no matter what, number 2 at least of the modern era. You can talk and debate about Muhammad Ali, do I listen, all the old people from back in the days, but in our era with Tyson, that would make Roy Jones number 2. So at the end of the day, when it comes to this fight, it's just an amazing fight to witness and to see, because the winners are both of those fighters and us as the audience. Because whoever wins, they as fighters respect each other on a level that we don't really understand because we're not at that level. But I think that Tyson is really showing that like he has all those at levels like content, like just fucking. But if Roy Jones can avoid that ferocity,
You can't
if he
avoid
can
the way I'm
avoid that
avoiding it, Alan.
ferocity, bro.
Who is your pick, brother? Tyson or Roy Jones?
You know what? Just because I like to do so, I'm gonna say I want and hope Roy Jones beats Tyson.
Oh, you're gonna make me pick now, and I hate it. Oh, because Roy Jones, pound for pound, is one of the greatest fighters in history. And fucking Mike Tyson is a fucking unstoppable force. And this right here, brothers, is the fucking classic story. Oh yeah, of the immovable force versus the indestructible object there. And let me let you know there. Look, I'm drunk.
I know. I'm just trying to help you out, bro. I'm just trying to help you out.
Yes, thank you. I love you, brother. I think Roy Jones beats handily if it's not no headgear. If they wear headgear, it's a no toss-up. IMO. Says Jason, always big and mad. All right. And at the fucking... All right. I'm very impartial right now because I love both these guys. But if Jones throws the signature punch, it's over. Tyson takes it. If it goes to cards, Jones wins. Hands down. I love all of you.
So would you say that Tyson is the knockout and that Jones is the card?
Oh, yes, you motherfucker. Tyson is the knockout. Jones is the card. You heard it here on Talking Junk. I banged the fucking table. I don't know if you can hit me. Shout out to everybody. 2 Titmus Vodka. Go to the foundation. Donate all the 100% proceeds. Go to very, very strong warriors. Very, very strong warriors battling breast cancer right now in need of your funds. Go to 2titmusfoundation.com. Excuse me. Go to 2titmusvodka.com. Click on the foundation tab. Donate now. Also, like, share, subscribe. Talking Junk, YouTube, fucking Spotify, Apple Pod, Google Pod, Facebook. Hit me up at Talking Junk Fans. Look out for Tylen's new podcast coming soon. Him and what's your partner's name?
Andre.
I am fucking super tipsy off of 2 Titmus vodka. And my choice is whoever the fuck gets the best shots. If it goes to the cards, Roy Jones is gonna win. If he throws that signature punch, it is over, folks. It is fucking over. My man Mike Tyson is gonna bob and weave it, and he's gonna knock Roy Jones the fuck out. But if it goes to the cards, my man Roy Jones wins. Game over.
Man. This is worth seeing, man. It's worth seeing for sure.
It's worth seeing.
It's worth seeing. And I agree with the fact that both fighters think that 2-minute rounds is fucked up. They surpassed the qualifications. They should get full rounds. But you know what? It is what it is. And like I hope that the reduction isn't somebody trying to be like, well, you know, that'll help Tyson and retain that legacy, because fuck that legacy, bro. What we need right now is we needed the purity that they're looking for, because even in the World Star docuseries they were doing, they were talking about how like the league that they're doing, that they're starting up, that right there, that's for legends. They're gonna look at your pedigree, and if you're not a legend, you can't fight with them. And they're gonna be the first to the fight because they are the greatest of the modern era that could do so. And I don't know that there's honestly that many that could contend with the both of them. So whoever wins, they're both kings. They're both emperors in their own right in the boxing era. And that's coming from an ignorant fan, somebody who doesn't know everything. I'm sure there's plenty of people that'll disagree, but you know what? These two men are from a known and an unknown great in the boxing world. These two men are the greatest, and watching this fight is definitely something that is a credit for all of us to see.
Yes, it is. It's fucking legendary. I don't know why I put this tight ass helmet on. Thank you from Jason always. Big Mac 2, which his last comment of the night is going to be much love, guys. I just found y'all on YouTube tonight. I'll spread the links across social media, fellas. Great show. Thank you very much, my brother.
Appreciate it.
Signing out for Talon and myself. Thank you for another successful break room. Like I said, Tyson by knockout or Jones by card. Talon, we're both on the fence there, brother. This Moscow Mule got me fucked up. Let's see if my fucked up laptop.
I'm hoping Jones, though. I'm hoping Jones, but I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know either, man. It's going to be a good fight. These are two very great boxers. And I want to thank you. I'm signing off for Lord Wolf, for Ice, Jason here, for Talking Junk, the podcast. Good night, folks.
See y'all later.